It's baseball. It's referred to fondly as the national pastime. And who will deny that this game, above all others, plays the starring role in our sports consciousness? And today it enjoys a wider range of interest than ever before, because in cities and towns all over America, such as Roslyn, New York, something new has been added. It's called Little League Baseball, for boys 8 to 12. 3,000 others like it throughout the nation. A board of directors is chosen to get things going on the local level. Although Little League is nationally supervised, local boards have complete autonomy within the framework of set regulations. And it is the board's job to put the organizing machinery in motion. Of prime importance is the need to select managers who not only know something about baseball, but who by their character and training will know how to work with and understand small boys. All managers must be local citizens, and in Roslyn, the same qualification has been set up for umpires, who are briefed and trained by the umpire-in-chief. There is even a place for women fans, as the league trains volunteer scorekeepers, one being assigned to each team. Then after notification is sent to every boy in the community, there comes the big day, the first of a series of tryouts. This is done by age groups, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, with standards of ability set for each group. Eager is a tame word for these beavers. Here in this Long Island community, just can't keep those mothers in the kitchen. Of course, this is a job that gets done much quicker in women's hands. In the tryout period, usually of several sessions, the boys demonstrate their skills and are judged to be either superior, average, or subpar for their age. Each candidate is graded on hitting, fielding, throwing, and running, and is given an average grade in each skill for the entire tryout period. This enables teams to be formed of comparatively equal strength. Early season training finds many a father risking stiff muscles as Junior gets in as much practice time as he can. And that isn't all he risks as Mom starts burning up along with the dunner. Fortunately for Roslyn, the local school authorities cooperate with Little League in supplying several playing fields. However, the job of getting these fields into shape is taken over by fathers of the boys. And although the result may not have the manicured look of Yankee Stadium, it isn't because of lack of effort. As managers choose their players, they must conform to a rule that stipulates each team must have 5 12-year-olds, 5 11-year-olds, and 5 who are 10 or under. Sometimes a manager who has his eye on a sleeper is given a rude awakening. The selection continues until each major league club has 15 boys. In a few days, notices are sent to each boy who has tried out. He may make a major league team or a farm system club, but each boy is placed on a team. And no doubt which this youngster made. Money for Little League is raised publicly in Roslyn, and each kid helps with the fundraising in his neighborhood. In some communities, the teams are sponsored by local business firms, but here it is entirely a community project. Even the local merchants contribute a portion of their receipts on special days. The teams are fully provided with uniforms, bats, balls, and catcher's equipment. It costs the kids absolutely nothing, and all they have to produce is their own glove and a bit of hustle. The ball is the same size as the big league ball, but bats are shorter and lighter. With the teams formed, the managers work to get the most out of their material before the season opens. Use of a batting tee is highly recommended to develop the principles of a good level swing. A tight-knit infield is a must for a pennant winner, and second to short to first shows us the DP. Very few 11 or 12-year-olds can throw a curve, and in fact, they really shouldn't even try at that age. But control and a fastball will go a long way in this Bantam baseball circuit, where the pitching distance is 44 feet. Whitey Ford, the New York Yankee star, who is a nearby Long Island resident, recalls how he started out as a youngster and gets all the Roslyn pitchers together for a few gratefully accepted pointers. Little League is not intended to be an incubator for future baseball greats, but it is possible that one of these kids might someday be wearing Whitey Ford's own Yankee number. It isn't likely that 8-year-olds can make a major team, so Roslyn has a unique setup to keep from turning boys away. A 6-team mean bagger league for 8-year-olds only. Here, too, is a farm system that pays off. Boys who aren't quite ready for the majors are assigned to one of 10 minor league teams, and again, no boy is left out. They play their own championship schedule, and 2 or 3 kids from each club are sent to a so-called Major League school, where twice a week they receive special instruction. If major leaguers go away to summer camp, or are ill, or otherwise unavailable, their positions are filled by candidates from the farm system. So there is always hope for a boy who starts out as a minor leaguer. Umpires assigned to each major league game keep a firm hand on the action, and the kids are taught to respect their decisions. Games are usually well attended, and kid sisters of the players, wearing appropriate signs, pick up collections to add to the Little League treasury. No boy can go to the plate without a protective batting helmet, and he must wear rubber instead of steel spikes. Fans who watch Little League baseball for the first time are always surprised at the zip, the hustle, and the general quality of play shown by these youngsters. Once in a while, their exuberance gets in the way of their better judgment, as happens in this rundown, but otherwise they play the game right from the book. And they get 2. Heck, another rally nipped. Little League baselines are scaled down to 60 feet instead of 90. And a runner can't steal until the ball has passed the batter. Now, although Little Leaguers consider it fun enough to play on one of their local clubs, most of the boys dream of making the all-star team in their particular league and get into tournament play. Each league may enter its all-star team and hope to go all the way through district, regional, and sectional play and eventually represent its state at the World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Here in Williamsport is where the idea for Little League baseball was born. And 300,000 boys from more than 3,000 communities in the United States and Canada consider this stadium as their mecca. The survivors of sectional play, 8 teams, arrive in Williamsport for the biggest week of their lives. Not only will they have the fun of playing in this thrilling tournament, but the entire experience will be socially and emotionally broadening. Getting to know kids from other states and Canada furnishes rewards above and beyond a cheer for hitting a solid double or triple. The teams are quartered at Lycoming College, and a varied program of sightseeing and entertainment has been planned for them. A picnic for the whole gang is just one of the high spots they will recall excitedly to relatives and friends when they get home. Now for the big try, the end or the continuation of their dreams as the quarterfinals get underway before almost 10,000 fans. Time for some strategy. And there's nothing like a game-winning home run to make any manager look good. Host for the World Series is Harry E. Humphreys, Jr., president of U.S. Rubber Company, who puts aside his business affairs to see these youngsters perform. Then inevitably, the 8 teams are reduced to 4, and the 4 to the 2 survivors. And finally, a colorful parade highlights the ceremonies before the championship finale. And there's the old redhead himself making some introductions. And next thing we know, it's New York and Alabama charging out for the big one. Well, the first inning is a rough one for New York, and a walk and a pass ball moves the boy down. Maybe it's just a case of World Series jitters. And then again, maybe the New York pitcher will get out of this rather shaky start. Nope, here it is, a clean hit. And in comes the first, and what is to be the only run scored in the game. Little League games have only 6 innings instead of 9. And this contest just couldn't be any closer. It's a real pitcher's duel the rest of the way. And finally, Alabama needs only 1 more out in the last inning. It's a swinging third strike, and the Southern boys win it. At this moment, there are no happier kids in the land. So there it is, 1-0. And now for that last crowning thrill, the awarding of the trophies and recognition as Little League champions of America. And so a toast and a salute, not only to these gallant Alabamians, but to the healthy, hustling thousands of kids all over the nation who ensure the success of Little League baseball.